Hey everyone, it's Natasha. Thanks for joining me today. So today's video is a collaboration with Corinne from Mama's Little Lambs, and we are doing a polar regions unit study. So in both of our videos, you will see all the books and other materials that we've gathered together for our unit study. So make sure you go check out her video. I'll link it above in a card and down below in the description so you can go check her out. I absolutely love collaborating with Corinne. She has so many good ideas all the time, different resources, and her channel is super fun. So make sure to go check her out. The first thing we have is Polar Bears Past Bedtime. This is a Magic Treehouse book. Now I will say that I've never actually read a Magic Treehouse book, and so we'll see how this goes. This will be a read aloud because I do want to monitor it, because I also have this book, Penguins and Antarctica. It's a nonfiction companion to Eve of the Emperor Penguin. I don't actually have that one. And I did notice that it mentioned millions of years in here. And so we are young Earth creationists, and so we do believe in a young Earth. However, I don't hide the fact with my girls that other people believe that the Earth is millions of years old, and we learn about why we don't believe that. But when it's something like this that comes across in literature, I like to be able to discuss it with them. And so these will be read alouds, not readers, for the girls. And then I have this book, Arctic Tale, a companion to the major motion picture. I don't think we've ever seen this movie, and so I thought we could read the book and then watch the movie. I thought that would be really fun. And this book has some awesome pictures in it too, and so I thought that was really awesome. Look at how cute the little babies are. I'm a sucker for baby animals, even though I'm not much of an animal person. I'm just totally a sucker for baby animals. So I got that one, and those were all picked up at Goodwill. Then I have The Adventures of a South Pole Pig, a novel of snow and courage by Chris Kurtz. And I actually picked this up a while ago from Thrift Books, but we haven't yet read it, and so I thought it would be perfect to go with this unit study. It is a pretty thick book. This will be part of our bedtime reading, and I'm super excited about this one. And then I have Mr. Popper's Penguins. Of course, you have to read Mr. Popper's Penguins with a Polar Regions unit study. It just goes so well. I do actually have the Progeny Press study guide for Mr. Popper's Penguins, and so I may have my 4th grader dabble a little bit in that, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so we've got that one. And then I have this Usborne Penguins book. We have the whole set of these like Usborne Beginners animals, and this came in that set. And I really love these Usborne Beginners. There's, beautiful pictures and just a little amount of text on each page. And so this is really good. I originally got this set for my 2nd grader, but of course, we all use it. But she was kind of my intended age range when I got this set. Okay, so then I have The Snowy Day. We've actually already read The Snowy Day as part of our Christmas unit study, but it's a good one, so there's no problem reading it twice. And this is one that keeps my 4-year-old pretty engaged, and so I threw that in again for her. And then I have these 2 books by Memoria Press, and they are The Jungle Book. We have The Boy and His Sled Dog and The Brave Little Seal. And these are part of Memoria Press's early easy reader classics. And so I will link that down below. We do have the entire set of these easy reader classics, and they are recommended for 2nd grade. And of course, that just will depend on your child's ability. But anyway, I thought that these just looked so perfect for this unit study too. And so we got that one, and we have The Brave Little Seal. And so, they're illustrated with not too much text on the page and that sort of thing. So again, these are great for those easy readers. Then this one I picked up also at Goodwill, Arctic Fives Arrive. And this one is really cool because it teaches counting by 5s too. So I thought that was really cool. And it talks about the different Arctic animals that come in, and it counts them by 5s as you go, and then it counts down from 5s. And so this is just a really unique book that ties in math also, so I thought that was perfect. Then we have Little Polar Bear and the Brave Little Hare, and I also picked this up from Goodwill. And so I thought, also with our South Pole Pig book, they both talk about courage and bravery, and so I thought that tied along nicely, but this will just be a read aloud that I read to the girls. And then we have Welcome to the Ice House. It's also a nice picture book. And then I've got The Snowy Day. This is part of the Usborne's like beginner weather collection. They have like the snowy day, the sunny day, and so forth. And we have that set. And so I pulled out our snowy day one. And this again is kind of more geared towards my 4-year-old. So the girls I'm doing this with are 4, 8, and 9. Most things are geared towards the 8 and the 9-year-old. And the 4-year-old just kind of joins in. But a couple things are specifically geared to the 4-year-old. Then I've got Snowflake Bentley. We also read this one in our Christmas unit study, but I love this one. And I'm so fascinated with snowflakes because it's so interesting how they're all different. And so anyway, this is a great book if you don't already have this one. And so we will be reading this again. It's really, really fascinating. I've learned so much from this book, honestly. So I definitely would get that one. Then I have this Extreme Weather. This is Navigator's Extreme Weather Link, Learn, Web, Navigate. And so we will only be doing specific sections on here. And so let me go to this one, Polar Extremes and Snow Hazards. So we will be doing those 2 sections, which starts on page 30. And we've used this book before, and it's really interesting. It has these, realistic pictures and lots of interesting facts and information. And so this is a really cool one to have on hand for different extreme weather. I have these little cards from my Lakeshore Learning Animals tub, and I just pulled out a couple things from that. There was a little card in there on the penguins, and it just gives some facts about them. And then it gives the facts about the walrus on here. And then I pulled this out, Fur, Fat, and Feathers. It's like an experiment you can do, and it ties in math as well. So I thought this one would also go along great. And then we have this Polar Bear as a Pet. So this is a writing activity. Do you think a polar bear would make a good pet? Why or why not? Decide for yourself and write a convincing paragraph. So I have a whole Lakeshore Learning Animals tub. I'll link that down below, but I just pulled out these resources for this particular unit study. This is something that I bought new specifically for this unit study, but it was just kind of an excuse because I did want to get this. It is Carson DeLosa's Seasonal STEM Challenges Grades 2 to 5. And so I thought this would be perfect for both my 8 and 9-year-old. And let me show you. So it's broken up spring, summer, winter, and autumn. And so let me show you the winter. So these are the 3 STEM challenges that we will be doing specifically for this unit. We have Polar Bear Play Challenge, and then it tells you all the materials you need, and then, information on the back and how to do it and all that, and what's going on. So we'll do that one, and we'll do Igloo Fun, and we'll do Speedy Sleds. But of course, there are 30 different cards in here, so as we go through the seasons, and there's holiday related ones too. Like I'll just show you, there's a Cupid's Arrow for Valentine's Day, for example, and there's one for Groundhog Day. And so they are seasonal related, but they have holiday ones thrown in there in the proper seasons. And so anyways, these are the ones we will be doing for that, and I'm super excited to have this STEM challenges. So another thing that I got specifically for this unit, these are the only 2 things I actually bought specifically for these unit. Everything else I pretty much had on hand, was this Crayola Color Chemistry Arctic Lab. It includes instructions for 50 experiments, and it includes the supplies to do 18 of the experiments out of the box, and that's plenty. We definitely won't get to all 50 experiments. We'll be lucky if we get to all 18 that have the materials in the box. But this is, STEAM by Crayola, and so I'm really excited to have this. And again, this is something that we can keep using as we go. We could use it again next year because there are 50 total experiments that you can do. And then I showed this last month in my Christmas unit study, but I wanted to bring it out again. This is by Elemental Science. It's 25 activities for Christmas science plus 6 winter nature study ideas. And we used this over the month of December. We didn't get to all the experiments. And so a couple experiments that we didn't get to that I want to get to right now for this unit study is this one, the Disappearing Snow Magic. And then we also have the indoor snow, which I will then put in our sensory tables. And then we have back here woolen mittens, and this is about, you know, insulation and keeping warm and things like that. So I thought those went along perfectly, and so I thought we could get a couple more experiments in from this book. I highly recommend this. It's only $7.99 for the PDF, well worth the money. This is something I will definitely be using every year, so really, really recommend that. Okay, and then the last couple things I have is some little bath puppets, and I just thought, again, my 4-year-old would like these. I have these on hand. And then the last thing is these Lakeshore Polar and Tundra Animal Collection. Now, I cannot find this on the Lakeshore website anymore. This is something I actually picked up from Goodwill, but I'll go ahead and leave a link for the tube animals. So if you're looking for some animals, but those tube animals are really small. These come with big ones. So if I can find something similar, I'll link it, but if not, I'll just link those tube animals. But anyways, we've got different animals in here, and they're really nice quality. And so of course the kids can play with them, but I'm going to put them in our sensory tubs. So we're gonna have 2 sensory tubs, one with snow and then one with water and ice. And so we have 2 different tubs, and so we'll do those 2 sensory bins, I'm sure, multiple times throughout the month. I'll show you this. It is my daughter's little snowman she made me when she was in kindergarten, and this is just a sock, and you fill it up with rice, and then you use, you know, pom-poms and buttons and things to make the eyes and all of that. And so if you want to make a cute little craft or a little gift, that's super easy to make. So I just wanted to show you that too. But okay, and the actual last thing I have, and I almost forgot about it, is Polar Pen Pals has different things you can purchase on their website, and they can also send you postcards. I will link down below to Polar Pen Pals. But I had won a long time ago this pack from them, and I've never used it, and I am so glad I remembered I had it on my computer, and so I was able to print it out. But anyway, what I have here is this Arctic Songs pack, and it's this little, this boy and girl, Mark and Mika. And anyway, so this Arctic Songs pack has songs to teach you about different things in the Arctic that go to, you know, songs that you already know, like row, row, row your boat. So lift, lift, lift your rock, stack it really high, build your own Inukshuk, then you wave goodbye. Anyway, so I thought these were super cool, will be great. My kids love to sing, and I find anything you can put to song just really helps them remember. Then we have this Arctic Libs, it's a Mad Libs activity. And so we've got directions here, and then we've got the papers right here, and I printed them, you know, twice for my 8 and my 9-year-old. And then we have this letter from Mark talking about the Sea Lift ship and the Sea Lift season, and we'll get more into that here. So we have a game like Battleship for the Sea Lift season, and then the game instructions. And then we have some information, some actual information about the Sea Lift season in Canada. And so I just printed those out, and I thought that would be a super fun addition to our Arctic unit study. And again, I'll put that information down below. That's what we have for our Polar Regions unit study, and I'm sure this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And again, go check out Corinne's video and give her a like, and make sure to subscribe to her channel too while you're at it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day.